Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carry for Leonard Fournette. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Bortles to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Shotgun now for Bortles. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Navarro Bowman coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. carry. Here's Marshawn Lynch. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Here's a give to Lynch. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Lynch. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Keep pounding here with Lynch. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Open man. There is Patterson, complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 7 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Back to the ground, Lynch. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Lynch. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now out come the Jags. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Touchdown, Jaguars! So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
Carr now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Fournette, a first down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, switching topics for a second, you know it was strange watching the Monday night game and seeing Jamal Charles in Kansas City, but not in a Chiefs jersey. And after the game, he was asked about it. He said it felt weird. It looked weird.
It was strange all the way around, but what a nice ovation he received from the Kansas City fans when he made an appearance in the game, because so classy are they, welcoming him back, realizing what he did for their franchise, and they did part amicably, all right? There was a reason why he was gone, but he had a fumble early that Marcus Peters picked up and ran back for a touchdown. But the best thing for him that night, even though they lost, went over 10,000 yards from scrimmage in his career. 10 active players have done that prior to him, and he still holds the yards per carry average for NFL history. 5.4 yards every time he touches the ball in a running play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Carr to throw on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Carr going to throw. And Cook has it left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. First down, the run with Lynch. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll throw with Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan. And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal net. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Bortles now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Bortles on the bootleg. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments in this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Marshawn Lynch. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run for it. Lynch. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Back to throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Pardon me, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have arguably the two best middle linebackers in the NFL on the field. It's Navarro Bowman going up against Luke Kuechly.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Lynch. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And tough starting field position here. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the end zone, Newton. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, so a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Taken in at the 22. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up a stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two minutes remain in a scoreless 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st down, Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Lynch running right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Carr. And quick throw here, that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Now the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Newton. Steps away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start the drive with Lynch, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Carr gives to Marshawn, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Throwing his Carr on third down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a give running left with Lynch. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11. On the handoff, Lynch. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Carr over the middle. He gets it to Patterson. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 28. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A carry now for Lynch. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Carr to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. second down, McCaffrey. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing out of that one. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Fighting through it, he's got space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. McCaffrey on the counter. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got this one down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Sliding, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One last throw here for Newton. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
And the celebration is now just an extra point away from being full on. Think about those who may have left the stadium a little bit early thinking their guys might not get this done. Oh, it got done, and in a big way.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defensive.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see a couple of all-pro edge rushers from 2016. It's Khalil Mack and Vic Beasley.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. 34 yards there and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Second down, 8. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down. It's Lynch, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So important that you keep an opening drive going because you want to set the tempo right away, and you and I both know you can't set a tempo if you're punting the football away.
Yeah, maybe early. Don't want to be too over the top, but you're right, big 3rd down conversion. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. To throw, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook from 8 yards out. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On first down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 77 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a give. Running right is Lynch. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Buying time to his left. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. There he goes inside the 30. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run with Lynch. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the I. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. This time Ryan will throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 77 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's get into the weeds here a little bit, partner. The Raiders last year, road games only, committed the most penalties in NFL history for the most penalty yardage in NFL history.
Yeah, hard to believe in something they have to shore up when they're playing away from home. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for who? Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I think of Tevin Coleman as a really good combo back. He can run it, but in terms of being a third down back, I think he ranks with the best in the league.
So good at leaking out of the backfield. Ryan finding him there for the Falcons first. A good pickup there at 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. No gain, and it's second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Again, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. They'll roll him out right. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And some space here.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
His throw incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's second down. Well, with a little breather here, let's discuss some of the trades from last week. Garoppolo trade aside, because I know you were surprised by that one. What else stood out to you?
Well, Marcel Darius, who is a tremendous defensive tackle, an absolute force when he's ready to play. Didn't quite click all the time in Buffalo. He's in Jacksonville now, and it helps an already formidable defensive front for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Dwayne Brown held out at the beginning of the year, now playing with the Houston Texans. He gets traded to Seattle, who desperately needed some help on the offensive line. And Jay Ajayi, from the Dolphins to the Eagles. Now, remember, they drafted Jay Ajayi in the 5th round. They ended up getting a 4th-round pick back for him. That one surprised me a little bit as well, but the Dolphins haven't been happy with their production so far.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Here's a give to Lynch. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 32-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run again with Lynch. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it. Here's Lynch, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, that's Lynch. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On the give, this is Lynch. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. There's Sanu on the catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 11-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Watch two.
They'll look to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He's back to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One last shot for Ryan. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.